the other cat's a bit windy. Yeah. You know, so, but he's a donkey. The guy's a donkey, yeah, the other cat. Yeah. But a donkey has a kick as well. So you just got to be worried of that. So
you just heard Conor McGregor call Jake Paul a donkey while making his prediction for the boxing match between Paul and Nate Diaz. When Jake Paul saw this clip, he was furious. And in an epic rant, the YouTube sensation claimed that he'll beat the living crap out of the former champ.
I think Conor McGregor's funny as
He's hilarious.
Like when I watch him like talk shit about me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that lad, he's a bit windy. He's a bit windy, and he's a fucking donkey." And I was just like, "Dude, I don't know what I don't know how to do, bro." But I'm like, "Yeah, bro, like yeah." But guess what, Conor? I'll beat the fucking out of you, and you can't box as good as me. And I'm gonna do to Nate what you couldn't, which is knock him the fuck out.
McGregor is the biggest combat sports star in the world, but Jake Paul warned him that if he didn't mend his ways, someone, somewhere, like Paul himself, is going to surpass him, and the Irishman will be forced to spend the rest of his life in regret.
You're going to be sitting there with your new beer company that's failing, drinking it, drunk as fuck, realizing that you pissed your life away drinking at the end of the bottle, and you're going to say, damn, I really thought no one was going to do what I did in this sport. I really thought no one was going to be as big of a name. I really thought I was going to be the biggest forever. But you can't choose, and you can't have both lives. You can't have the fun party cocaine life and be the greatest fighter in the world. And you chose the wrong path.
UFC veteran Matt Brown 100% agrees with Jake Paul, and he went as far as calling McGregor a bum. But before we take a look at Brown's comments, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you.
Conor, he's lost what, 4 of his last 5, right? And you know, he hasn't done nothing. Like everything you see is him drinking or getting coked up, or you know, he's juiced out of his mind. Like that's bum life to me.
For sure.
You know, all that money don't make you not a bum.
McGregor responded by reminding Brown of his struggles with addiction. In another tweet, McGregor posted a video of Brown getting knocked out by Donald Cerrone with a caption that asked, "Do you want to see a dead body?" Minutes later, Brown responded, and I quote, "This guy woke up, did a bump, and started tweeting. I love it. I don't know how to post GIFs and shit, but it wouldn't be hard to find one of him getting his face smashed. LOL. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, however. Amidst strong criticism from Paul and Brown, McGregor received a rare compliment from Justin Gaethje.
Conor McGregor is the most paid athlete in this sport by far because of a specific reason.
Yes.
2 specific reasons. He's an amazing fighter, and you know, he's entertaining as hell. So those 2 things, perfect combination.
Love him or hate him, Conor McGregor is indeed the biggest star in combat sports, and he will make his return to the octagon in a welterweight bout against Michael Chandler later this year. Should he win, many think McGregor will get a shot at the welterweight title. And if Leon Edwards is champion by then, it's even better.
I think Leon Edwards might be a more winnable fight for him than Michael Chandler.
Wait, what? Why would Henry Cejudo call Leon Edwards an easier fight for Conor McGregor than Michael Chandler?
Because Michael Chandler may bring in that wrestling. He may bring in that All-American wrestling. He was an All-American wrestler in, you know, for the University of Missouri, you know, part of Ben Askren. So he's been in these positions before. With Leon, Leon's going to be stubborn, trying to keep it on his feet. I still think Leon could beat him, but I think if there's one fighter that he does have a better chance at, they're both southpaws, it probably is with Leon Edwards.
Interesting take indeed. But do you guys agree with Henry Cejudo?
I always want to represent someone who can stand up for themselves and can defend themselves for all the women out there, you know? So for me to see myself in that situation was really hard.
Were you physically abused in the relationship?
Yeah, it was just getting out of control, you know? And like how going through that in front of your daughter, you don't want your daughter to witness that.
In a recent interview with Ariel Helwani, McKenzie Dern revealed that she had taken legal action against her ex-husband Wesley Santos over domestic abuse. Dern also charged Santos with beating her 2 dogs frequently, something he refutes. Moreover, the BJJ ace claimed that Santos frequently used her credit card for unauthorized transactions and faked a lease renewal on their shared flat to commit financial fraud. While finalizing the divorce, the court concluded that the pair may have participated in physical altercations during the claimed abuse episodes. However, since Santos was the stay-at-home parent and Dern the primary provider, the court mandated Dern to pay her ex-husband $10,000 in legal expenses, as well as $4,006 a month in spousal and child support. The court also imposed shared custody of their daughter, Moa. Dern and Santos will be back in court again this month to discuss a restraining order the UFC fighter requested in April, as well as the parenting agreement. Former UFC champ Matt Serra thinks Aljamain Sterling would break Alex Volkanovski's jaw in a potential fight.
Volkanovski, he's one of my short, bold, stocky hero. I like him. I like that guy.
Short king.
So my thing is, I feel if Aljo had that back, and listen, it's just like the way your body's shaped. The bigger arms, the bigger guy, a guy with no neck. Aljo with his arms, they're wiry. I believe if he doesn't get the neck, he'll break the jaw. I believe if he gets that back, he's finishing.
Sterling most recently defended his bantamweight title against Henry Cejudo at UFC 288 and will now lock horns with Sean O'Malley at UFC 292. Once he gets past Sugar Sean, Sterling recently said that he'd like to move up to featherweight to fight Volkanovski, but he's not as confident as Serra. Sterling thinks he still needs to fill up a few holes in his game to dominate the likes of Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez.
There's a couple of technical things I did wrong, and instantly I was like, this is nowhere near the way I look in sparring, like at all. But I do know, clean these things up. If I look the way I look in sparring, I give Volkanovski a run for his money. I give Yair Rodriguez a run for their money, but I want to make sure not just giving them a run for the money. I want to make sure when I get in there that I know and I believe that I can beat these guys.
Unfortunately for Sterling, Volkanovski is more interested in fighting lightweights, like Conor McGregor. And of course, he would love to run it back with Islam Makhachev, who beat the Aussie by a razor-close split decision in their lightweight title fight at UFC 284. Who do you think would win a potential fight between Aljamain Sterling and Alex Volkanovski? We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's stories, so write to us in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of MMA, please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.